this simply is Atman's body, and Atman's Shakti feeds it. That's how I live, purely on prana. It's the recognition of the real rhythm in this body that is all-knowing, all-powerful, is the perfect guru, is the perfect teacher. And so understanding that we are just simply an energy system that is constantly changing, and that we can control the rhythms. And instead of absorbing energy from the world, we can have a little mental shift here and choose to become radiators of energy instead. And that means we can be anywhere, in any situation, with anybody, and it's all okay. It's all perfect. When I was in Morocco last week, I was doing some work there, and it was my first experience with a strong Muslim country. And for me it was very beautiful, because the people are working in a way that maybe they don't understand, but is true spiritual science. You know, when people go down into that feeling of heartfelt prayer 5 times a day, it keeps open very particular energy vortexes within themselves and within the world. And that's creating a very particular rhythm, not just in them, but in the land. And so there I found people who were so deeply peaceful and so helpful and so friendly and so sweet and kind. And people say, oh, Jasmuheen, that's just you. You're like that, so that's what you experience with others. Maybe that's the truth. But it is so beautiful to feel that there are all these very, very pure rhythms in the world that are generating an energy field of nourishment. When I began my life, this life, I came in intuitively, again, as a vegetarian. And so I fought initially with my mother, who wanted to give me meat as protein. And eventually I was able to control my own diet and be a vegetarian. But even then, people would say to me, you know, when you bite a carrot, it screams. We have machinery that measures the discomfort fruit feels or vegetable feels when you bite it. And so these days, for me, it's wonderful because I don't bite anything. And so I can really live in harmony. And this is part of a new rhythm that is happening in the world. People are making very, very specific choices now. The choice to live in unity and harmony. They're following their inner guidance, as you are. And you'll hear all the stories of the other presenters here as well. And through following the rhythm of the divine call, of the divine voice, they are being nourished in a very, very different way. And so they are gradually losing their appetite. So because I know many of you have asked me about this, I want to keep this particular rhythm quite simple before we move on to Peace Path 2. We've been working for 17, 18 years, traveling constantly, talking to people about the power of the Atman, the power of the divine essence, and how when we really surrender into it and give it back this system, because many people in the West, they let their physical body rhythm be their boss, or their emotional body rhythm be their boss, or their mental body rhythm be their boss. But the only true boss that will take away all our hunger and bring us into the perfect rhythm of peace is the Atman, divine essence energy. And so what I'm finding is, as people are understanding this now and experiencing it, not just thinking about it or talking about it, but really experiencing that divine rhythm within, they are naturally losing their appetite. So for those of you interested in this, all I like to say is, if you like to eat, please keep eating, because eventually with the shift of consciousness in the planet, you will all eventually lose your appetite anyway. so you may as well enjoy it while you can. Okay? But know it is a possibility, and it's a natural rhythm for you. It's just one little gift of myriads of gifts that this essence, our Atman, has to give to us. So if it feels like something that you're interested in, you can just begin with claiming a certain space for yourself. And the claiming of spaces is Peace Path 3, and we'll share about that very shortly. But to claim the space of a field of possibility, that this essence is all loving, all wise, that it has brought creation into being, that it has created universes and dimensions for us to explore in our meditation. And if it can do all that, and it is flowing through us all the time, keeping the molecular structure of the body together, making it appear solid, even if it isn't. If it can do all that, then why can't it also just give us breakfast, lunch and dinner directly? Why can't it give us our vitamins and minerals and everything we need directly? Why not? Remember, as Patrick said, our thoughts create reality, so it's really a state of allowance. So for you today, all you need to do is to go deep into that heartfelt place of surrender and say from here, if what Jasmuheen is talking about, if it really is possible to choose where I want to get my nourishment from, the rhythm of physical food or the rhythm of essence, if that is truth, then allow me to move into this experience in joy, with ease, with grace, in the right way, in the right time. And that heartfelt intention will be heard by your Atman, by your essence, and as the perfect teacher will allow you to move into that in the manner that you have intended. So you will hear many people sharing different things in the coming days. A lot of talk last year on our multiverses, on our intergalactic connections, on different beings of light. That planet Earth is now moving into a whole new frequency of expression. Where what if you said to the body consciousness and again to essence, all my vitamins, all of my minerals, my proteins, my carbohydrates, everything I need to be a healthy, self-regenerating, self-sustaining system now comes from prana. What happens? The body consciousness goes, oh, finally my master has remembered I can do this, yay. No more digestion, no more elimination, easy way of just getting nourishment. Direct from source, there's your breakfast. Direct from source, there's your lunch. Again, dinner. Now that's an interesting space to claim, but we also like to work, as Patrick has shared and many of you are now feeling, with an energy of joy and lightness, because we don't have to struggle for our divinity anymore. It can be a joyous, easy experience. So with these universal laws, the law of one, and the law of love. Now, the law of love says that as you surrender deeply into that pure pool of Atman energy, Shakti type love, and you let that move through you, let it flood from the inner realms through your atoms, coming in through the atoms, flooding cellular structure, and then letting it move out through the pores of your skin into the world, then as you transmission that type of energy, because it's pure, because it's perfect, it will take everything it connects to and with and transform it back into itself. And I like that, because all it means you have to do is zip it and be it. Isn't that nice? Just simple way to be now. We don't have to get lost in too much mental realities. But regarding the energies coming through, flexibility, we need to be so flexible now. Also, being very fluid, running like rivers run, and holding the energy of joy. So when we claim spaces, one of the things that we like people to do is sing your claims. Sing them. The universe loves it, and it makes such a difference in your body. For example, I've done this last time, but we did it in the workshop, so let's do it today. What if you did this? All my vitamins, all my minerals, everything I need comes from Prana. Prana in the morning, Prana every night. Prana flows through me, makes everything alright.